Hello everybody and welcome to GPWCs. My name is Jack Maverick and we are immediately getting into the action here tonight as your main event will be a #1 contenders Gauntlet Eliminator matchup between CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, Joe Hendry, Shawn Spears, Will Ospreay, and the GPW No Boundaries champion, Fenix. But also we will be doing we round out the Queen of GPW first round matchups, with our first matchup being Chelsea Green taking on Tatum Paxley. But also here tonight we have another first round matchup ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen. We saw two of them last week, and now we're going to get two this week as Jaida Parker returns to GPW for the first time since the Queen of GPW tournament last year in December. But either way, Jaida Parker, she will be making her return to GPW against Ruca. But to kick off our show here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we will be having our second match of the best of 5 series between Javon Evans and El Grande Americano. Javon Evans, the young OG, currently up at 1-0 after defeating El Grande Americano last week. And this series of matchups is already looking to get underway, and Javon Evans, like I said, he picked up the win last week. Actually, I don't consider a roll-up to be a stealing the victory, but in El Grande Americano's eyes, that was no bueno. So, Javon Evans and El Grande Americano with the opportunity for the GPW Internet Championship at stake. Wait a minute. Well, that's El Grande Americano, but I can't quite put my finger on what looks different about him. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, El Grande Americano is making his way down to the ring. I mean, you can't really say who is under the mask. I mean, we don't even know who's under the mask to begin with. Oh yeah, this is certainly... Did El Grande Americano get his knees done or something? As Grande immediately pushing Javon Evans off. And I would be the one to say this, but I think that might not be the original El Grande Americano. Oh, big chop into the corner from Grande as he drops Javon Evans with a German suplex. And I say Grande with quotation marks every time I say it because it might not even be the real Grande. I don't know. Either way, Javon Evans getting kicked to the back, sending Grande into the corner. Oh, look at this. Grande stopping him. Oh, big right hand directly to the chin of the young OG. And now the young OG in trouble. Oh, bump handle slam, sending him all the way across. And look at this now, Grande just laying in the stomps in the corner, showing the young OG what's business. And I would say trying to get some redemption, but like I said, I don't even know if this is the same damn guy. Oh, and look at this, trying to go for a missile drop kick. Javon Evans rolls out of the way from the springboard, hits the clothesline. Javon Evans now pulls him in for a roundhouse, ripcord into the Spanish fly, beautifully delivered. Javon Evans now hooking the leg. He could have the matchup won. No, Americano could be in trouble here tonight, but Americano especially showing off a new style that we didn't see last week. Oh, dropping Javon Evans right onto the ropes. Javon Evans getting a little bit of an offensive maneuver. Big elbow directly to the chin. And look at this now. Grande, whoa, rolled him out. And look at this now. Javon Evans countering. Big right hand out of the corner. Look at this now. Big drop kick from Javon Evans. Javon Evans just never seems to put down a bad matchup, and right now, Javon Evans in this second matchup of the best of 5 series. Oh, El Grande Americano out of the corner with a blockbuster, and look at this now. Oh man, back suplex, backbreaker, and what is? Oh my God, El Grande Americano getting a huge right hand between the eyes of Javon Evans. I think he might have busted open Javon Evans here, but Javon Evans fighting through the pain, fighting through the mask as he tried to look for the Blue Thunder Bomb, but Grande Americano lays him out with a Bulldog. Javon Evans trying to counter. Whoa! That red dot ends a Gary, nailing Grande Americano. OG Cutter incoming! But Grande Americano moved out of the way. Oh, and again gets a right hand directly to the face of Javon Evans, opening that cut even more. Turns him inside out with the kick. And look at this now. Javon Evans gets laid out with the running headbutt from El Grande Americano. Javon Evans is barely conscious, but Americano gonna hook the leg, and Grande Americano now sets this best of 5 series at 1 apiece. Well, El Grande Americano, in quotations, has just defeated Javon Evans in the best of 5 series. Match number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We still have a minimum of at least 2 more matches, maybe 3. We don't know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, backstage is certainly not looking like a good, scenario for the new GPW Internet Champion Nick Wayne, especially after getting pinned in the GPW Gauntlet Eliminator, and Jake Something was able to eliminate Nick Wayne first in that matchup, and Jake Something has now earned himself an opportunity at the GPW Internet Championship, but after seeing that debacle, might have to do a little bit of rearranging for that title match. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, that's out of the way, and now we are going to move to our third first-round matchup of the Queen of GPW tournament. It was last week we saw Jordynne Grace move on in the tournament as well as, wait a minute, wow, Chelsea Green and Tatum Paxley, they're immediately taking this match off to the Queeners, taking that speed aspect. Chelsea Green, she was able to compete against Elena Black for the GPW Women's World Championship. Oh, look at this now, moving out of the way, big super kick. And like I was saying before, Jordynne Grace and Kylie Rae, they were the 2 women to be able to move on in the tournament after defeating their respective opponents. Kylie Rae defeating Lola Vice, and Jordynne Grace was able to take down Michin, who's challenged for the GPW Internet Championship on occasion here in GPW. But now, look at this, Tatum Paxley trying to give herself a little bit more spotlight. Tatum Paxley, one of those people in GPW who's had many opportunities to get some good matches, but never really had the shot for the title. But now Chelsea Green, she knows what it's like to be in that spot, to be the #1 contender for the GPW Women's World Championship. As Tatum Paxley gets a big swinging neck breaker, and now Chelsea Green maneuvers out of the gut wrench, and wait a minute now, Green taking her over with a Russian leg sweep, and Green just laying in the right hands. Beautifully delivered. Oh, Chelsea Green lays out Tatum Paxley with the face plant. Oh, and a drop kick from Tatum. Tatum continues on with the drop kick assault. Chelsea Green throwing a line. She ducks, and a big flying cross body from Tatum Paxley. Corkscrew senton, beautifully delivered. Tatum Paxley looking to end this matchup here. No, Tatum Paxley not going to put Chelsea Green away, not going to put the former WWE Women's United States Champion down for the count much longer, as Tatum Paxley gets a backpack facebuster. I don't know what she calls it, but that's what it's called, and Chelsea Green gets the kick out. Tatum Paxley now on the top rope. What does she have in mind? Crossbody! Chelsea Green, look at the strength! Chelsea Green with the strength lays out Tatum Paxley in the middle of the ring. And now backbreaker from Chelsea Green. Lays her out with the bicycle kick. Beautifully delivered. And now Chelsea Green may be looking to hit. She calls this so much prettier. As Chelsea Green lays her out and hooks the leg. Chelsea Green gets another opportunity as she moves on in the semifinals here in the Queen of GPW tournament. And Chelsea Green, what a year it has been for her thus far here in GPW. And Chelsea Green just continues to show why she is one of Canada's favorite Americans. And that's her words, not mine, ladies and gentlemen. But either way, this will be your Queen of GPW bracket for right now. Like I said last week, Kylie Rae and Jordynne Grace, they won their matchup, so we have our first round for the semifinals in the form of Kylie Rae taking on Jordynne Grace, and this next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, that we will get to in a moment, will determine Chelsea Green's challenger for next week. But ladies and gentlemen, we got this footage not too long ago, as we saw recently that Abyss had been dealing with the Wyatt family, the Wyatt Six, and Aleister Black, but Abyss, he would take it way too far, as we would get this footage of Abyss attacking Grizzled Initiate Leon Slater in the parking lot, and Abyss would just, certainly he does not look the same as he did before, but Abyss has certainly became unhinged, and Abyss, I mean, he was already unhinged before, but he's even more unhinged than he has been before in GPW. So I don't know what's gotten into Abyss, but we have, luckily, you know, Leon Slater was already in the ambulance, so he was taken care of immediately. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jaida Parker back to GPW. And, you know, I gotta say it, but I'll say it in the ring whenever I get a chance, but you guys will hear it a lot. You'll know what I'm talking about. But ladies and gentlemen, making her way down to the ring is Soul Ruca. She had a huge matchup with Julia at GPW Challenger in a street fight. Joe Hendry was the special referee for that matchup. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, no special referees in sight, no GPW rules or street fight implications, just one-on-one competition to be able to call yourself the Queen of GPW and earn yourself a GPW Women's World Championship match with at least 1 week notice. That will be the change up from what Swerve did after he won the Psycho Sid Memorial Tournament. He was able to cash in the championship at any time, but as we have established that Swerve Strickland certainly waited to the worst opportunity. Well, I mean, best opportunity in his mind, but either way, big face buster from Soul Ruca, challenged, into the corner, but Jaida Parker moves out the way of the handstand splash, spins her around for a backbreaker, beautifully delivered. Soul Ruca landing on her feet off the sidewalk slam, presses up Miss Parker, and now Soul Ruca with a big moonsault, hooks the leg. Soul looking to take out Miss Parker here, no. And look at this now, Jaida Parker getting a little bit more speed, a little bit more stamina, and you know she's got that hitting power. And look at this now, Soul Ruca, she's gonna show how hard that she can hit to Miss Parker. But look at this now, Jaida Parker, Falcon Arrow, dropping her right in the corner. And look at this now, Jaida into the corner. Soul Ruca gets the knees up and the springboard 450. I will never cease to love that move, as Soul Ruca doesn't get the fall, but the matchup continues. And Jaida Parker, sidewalk backbreaker, just laying Soul across her knee, just laying her all out here. And look at this now, Jaida Parker gonna, lay into the chops with Soul Ruca. Oh, wait a minute, I've seen this before. Look at this, hey Miss Parker, the teardrop. There you go, you finally got it, ladies and gentlemen, the teardrop. And Jaida Parker telling Soul Ruca to get back up to her feet for Hypnotic. No, Soul Ruca moved out of the way. Soul off the ropes with the Soul Snatcher. Beautifully delivered. Soul snatching the soul of Jaida Parker here tonight. Soul Ruca, what a way to pick up the win. Barely avoided the loss there. Avoiding Hypnotic, nailing the Soul Snatcher, and Soul Ruca now moves on to face Chelsea Green next week in the Queen of GPW semifinals, ladies and gentlemen. And the finalists will be having their final matchup at GPW Epitaph on November 4th, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have a lot more information about that next week, ladies and gentlemen, but for right now, this will be your bracket for the Queen of GPW tournament. And like I said, I will go through the whole match card in a second. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to tune in next week for GPWCs, we will be having a huge match card that I will reveal to you here right now. The GPW Tag Team Championships will be defended as El Camino del Dragon takes on All Ego LLC in a rematch for those belts. But also your Queen of GPW semi-final matchups, ladies and gentlemen. Kylie Ray defeated Lola Vice. Jordan Grace defeating Michin in the first round. We are rounding out this tournament, and the winner of both of these respective matchups will be going to GPW Epitaph and potentially earning a GPW Women's World Championship shot. And Chelsea Green and Sol Ruca getting their wins here tonight. They will be in action next week against each other. But now, ladies and gentlemen, we will also be seeing the third matchup in the best of 5 series, and hopefully we'll get down to the El Grande Americano dilemma of whoever it is. But they will be going one-on-one with the Young OG in the third match of the best of 5 series. But also to kick off our show next week, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Wayne will be putting the GPW Internet Championship on the line against the man that pinned him in the Gauntlet Eliminator at GPW Mayday, Jake Something, and the man that just slapped the living dog shit out of the champion, Ron Killings, in a triple threat encounter. And that belt will be on the line, ladies and gentlemen. But speaking of championships, making his way down to the ring for the first time since becoming the new GPW No Boundaries champion, Ray Fenix. And ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. This will be a Gauntlet Eliminator. How this matchup works, ladies and gentlemen, there will be 6 men in this matchup. 2 men start out in the middle of the ring. Wrestlers will be released in their respective intervals according to officials and Kevin Owens' respective. But Shawn Spears and Ray Fenix, they're going to be the first 2 men to start off in our Gauntlet Eliminator. Big championship implications here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this matchup challenges Swerve Strickland for the GPW World Heavyweight Championship at GPW Epitaph. And Shawn Spears immediately trying to lay some waste on the Ray Fenix in the early goings of this matchup. Oh no, Oshiko Roshi lays out the champion. And you gotta think too that the rule still applies in any matchup that a champion is in. If a champion is pinned in a matchup here in GPW, and he immediately has to defend that title. And right now, Shawn Spears immediately taking control of the no disqualifications rules matchup here tonight. I mean, Gauntlet Eliminator, you got 6 men in the matchup. And now Ray Fenix going for a chair. He's going to try to be the equalizer. He stole Shawn Spears' chair from him. But look at this now, small package as the countdown from 10 begins, ladies and gentlemen. And we await number 3 in our Gauntlet Eliminator. Oh, well, who else would it be? I didn't say his name, but I should have realized that he was going to do this same thing. But ladies and gentlemen, making his way down to the ring is former GPW Tag Team Champion Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry competed in the Fatal 5-Way matchup at GPW Mayday for the GPW World Heavyweight Championship. He was the third last man in that matchup. And Ray Fenix just gave Joe Hendry a goddamn destroyer. Joe Hendry not even showing that off, gets a 2 count off that one. Ray Fenix now, oh no. Ray Fenix driver! That's the same move he gave to his brother to win the championship at GPW Mayday, and he just eliminated Shawn Spears. And Joe Hendry taking a chop block, he went head first into that trash can. Oh, fuck that trash can, says Joe Hendry. And now Joe Hendry gonna try to go for the elimination here. Shawn Spears, oh, big knee to the face here. And you gotta think, Ray Fenix has got a lot to put on the line. If Ray Fenix is able to win here tonight, he will challenge Swerve Strickland for the GPW Championship as the No Boundaries champion. But if he's able to lose here tonight, whoever pins him or eliminates him will be able to challenge him for the No Boundaries champion. Who's up next? Oh, making his way down to the ring, the former GPW World Heavyweight Champion, Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay certainly looking to get that title back after his numerous matchups with Drew McIntyre over the past couple of months. Will Ospreay now finally looking for another opportunity. Joe Hendry, big right hand, lays him out with a discus lariat. And look at this now, Ray Fenix getting a trash can in the middle of the ring. Ospreay able to rustle it away. And I think that might have knocked Ray Fenix out as he gets tossed away with the sack of shit from Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry was looking for the standing ovation, but Fenix had better ideas. Big body slam, gonna go for the pinfall here. Definitely not in Rey Fenix's repertoire, only gonna get a 1. And look at this now, Ospreay looking at Rey Fenix in the corner as number 5 is about to enter our matchup, ladies and gentlemen. 6 competitors in the match. Springboard dropkick, who's up next? Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is here, and CM Punk immediately going after Will Ospreay on the outside. Rey Fenix trying to go for a destroyer again, but a back body drop sends him right on the chair, and CM Punk ignoring Joe Hendry for the moment, just like he did at Mayday. CM Punk going after Will Ospreay with the roundhouse kick. Joe Hendry now grabbing Rey Fenix by the throat. Standing ovation. Joe Hendry now hooking the leg of Rey Fenix, and Joe Hendry has eliminated the champion. So Joe Hendry has now earned himself a GPW No Boundaries Championship match. Gotta put that down in the notes, ladies and gentlemen, as Will Ospreay tried to get a jackknife cover on the straight edge savior. And Punk, double knees into the corner onto Ospreay. And a knee from CM Punk on the Joe Hendry axe handle. Oh, but the hidden blade nearly. I don't know if he connected all of it. Either way, Ospreay, he connected with something. And oh no, Punk gets the kick out. Like I said, he didn't get enough. CM Punk fresh in this matchup. And CM Punk now going right after Joe Hendry. Our final competitor is about to be in the matchup, and we already know who it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Scottish Hitman, Drew McIntyre, making his way down to the ring. CM Punk grabbing a chair, getting out of the ring, and immediately tossing the chair at Drew McIntyre, his longtime rival. And look at this now, Ospreay in the middle of the ring, trying to take out Joe Hendry with another destroyer. McIntyre laying out CM Punk with a huge clothesline in the middle of the ring. Will Ospreay taking control of the matchup with a Styles Clash onto Drew McIntyre. CM Punk now getting his licks in with a pile driver. But now CM Punk, he's going to give Ospreay a pile driver of his own. Joe Hendry goozling CM Punk for the standing ovation. CM Punk flies to the outside, but in the middle of the ring, McIntyre with the future shock onto the leg of the table. And McIntyre not even going for the pin. He was watching CM Punk, and Punk, just like at GPW Mayday, Punk pulling Ospreay up. He was looking for the GTS, but Drew McIntyre just gave a Claymore to the back of the head of the aerial assassin and knocked CM Punk over. McIntyre eliminates the aerial assassin, and it will now be CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. McIntyre and CM Punk, they're both gonna show absolutely no hesitation as Drew McIntyre hits a suplex right onto that trash can. McIntyre's looking to end this, but CM Punk, he's maneuvering Drew McIntyre out of the way. And now, what is CM Punk? What does he do? Oh, no, come on, we saw him do this to Swerve at GPW going down. CM Punk with the Pepsi plunge through the table. CM Punk hooking at his knees. He might have fucked himself up in that move. CM Punk hooks the leg, and CM Punk has earned a GPW championship opportunity. CM Punk has outlasted 5 other men, and CM Punk will now get another match with Swerve Strickland, this time one-on-one for the GPW World Heavyweight Championship at GPW Epitaph. That will be on November 4th, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next week on GPWC's. Congratulations to CM Punk.